Hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times, Oscar here, and welcome back to the foolish world of Foolcraft. And I hope you guys like just a little bit of government-sanctioned stealing, and of course our cliffhanger in our last episode, tying it all together to be in proper standing with the government. And I think we are now. Plus, we made some money, so that's a win-win. So this, of course, is what we worked on in our last episode here in our brand new base. Mint. That is right. So we're going to be working on some really cool things here today. So first thing we're going to work on is our Tesla coil. That is right. So the centerpiece of this room, that's what I've been trying to think of, is like, what's the centerpiece going to be? And a Tesla coil is going to be it. So we're going to build that up here. Now I have some pretty cool ideas for the lightning. And these are the blocks that I found. Now, originally I was going to use purple glass, but come on, this is modded Minecraft. Let's do this right. Look at these empowered void crystal blocks. Like, this is insane. Like, this truly does look like electricity, especially once we break it down into chisel and bits. But the problem is, these things are super hard to make. I mean, we've got to have the empowers, there's got to be pedestals, and all these different things we're going to have to create to make this happen. But that's okay. It's going to be fun. It's going to be quite an adventure. There is a recipe in here somewhere. Trust me, but it's going to be awesome. Now, the next thing we need to do is head over to Immersive Engineering, and the actual coil is going to be made of quartz fiber coil block. Now, the problem with this, once again, it's a difficult thing to achieve. Like, look at this. You got to like throw them in water and wait for days to make them grow. I'm only at 70%, and this is, I put those in yesterday, and they're still rough. They're still not growing, but I think we're going to get there. A lot of different blocks that are going to be fairly difficult to make, but I think it'll be well worth it in the end. So yeah, we'll have the Tesla coil in the center. Now, along these walls are going to be full of storage drawers, and then on each little corner, there's going to be a colossal chest. And then under the Tesla coil, that is where the terminal is going to be for our storage. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. That sounds absolutely amazing. And if you like that idea, hit that like button. And yeah, so let's check a look at this real quick because there's a lot of comments about the wires. Now, I do know that Immersive Engineering does have wires. The reason I'm going with custom wires with chisel and bits is I have a lot of plans for these wires because these ones don't need to be functionable. And these wires are just straight in these little corridors right here. But when they come out here, they're going to be all over the place and it's going to get really crazy. So that is why I did chisel and bit ones. Once we actually make our factory outside, that's where we might use the actual wires with Immersive Engineering. But for the interior there, we got to do them custom because we're going to do them right. We're going to do them custom and absolutely beautiful, and we won't have the same versatility with the wires from Immersive Engineering inside there because there's not really any use to it. So yeah, that's that question. And of course, thank you guys, because a lot of the stuff you guys are giving me in the comments is helping a ton. Like you said, hey Scar, in extra utilities, there's some amazing barrels that make life so much easier for all your Creaseed oil. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds quite wonderful. So I got one, and it's crazy. Look at the storage capacity of this thing, and I'm barely any way through it. So these are the crystals. Quite a pain right now. As you can see, we're only at 72%, and literally it's almost been 24 hours since I put these in there. Now, I did log off at night, but I've been AFKing for hours trying to get those to work. What is this? Oh geez, what in the world? What in the world? Something was off. I've spent so much time in this area, like smelting down things and getting all this stuff. I mean, look at all this. I spent a lot of time in this area. Those 2 blocks were not there when I was last here. Oh, somebody was here. Somebody was here. What was that anyway? It was something like upside down. Oh, jeez. No. It's a baby. It's a baby. I hate the babies. I hate the babies. Look, I'm going to get it in the quicksand. That's right. I'm going to push it right in the quicksand. Oh, look, I didn't have to do it. It's just going to die. And we're going to watch it. Oh my gosh, this is the greatest. This is truly one of the greatest things I've ever watched in my life. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to throw it a life preserver, a rope, a buoy. No, not at all. It tried to kill me. It tried to kill me, and it will suffer the fate of quicksand. Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. Anyway, well guys, why don't we get working on our episode today? I'm going to continue to grow these things, and I'm going to start working on those pedestals and all those different little things that we need. Oh my gosh, you tried to kill me. And whoever that was, ha ha ha, you better come at me again, buddy. All right, anyway, I got to get to work. Welcome back, and I've been quite busy since we last spoke, and behind our little temporary base structure, I'm slowly filling in the crater here, similar to Fortnite. So I made this thing, so the Atomic Reconstructor. So that is a super cool name. Anyway, so let's place that down. I've given it power, and this thing's super easy to build. Let me show you the recipe real quick, and I threw it on the ground. My bad. Let's do that one more time. There we go. So you need the iron casing and then some iron and some redstone. So super, super easy. Give it some power, set it on down, and we should be able to give it one piece of coal and it'll make that kind of like a big black circle. There it is. Beautiful. So then what we can do with this thing is eventually with the empower and the display stand, we can then turn this thing into like empowered things like this one. There we go. Empowered void crystal. So we can do that. It's going to be amazing. Except these things are super hard to make. I think. We'll see. So we need the casing once again. So we need display stands. So we need to start with the display stand. Okay, so we need these two blocks, which I think is fairly easy. We just need chisel quartz block on that one. And then what is this one? We just need plain old quartz for that particular block. Perfect. Okay. And then what's this thing? Advanced coil. Oh, basic coil. Okay, so the black quartz. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, now I'm really confused. But I do think we have black quartz. I'm pretty sure we do. And we have some of these from one of the villages we raided. Okay, so that's not super bad. I think we could probably do that. So let's go back to that, double check this. This is all fairly straightforward. I don't think this thing is anything special. I think it's the same as there. Okay, okay. So I think this will be pretty easy. Well, let me start working on that recipe, getting those together. So we need 4 of those, I think, or 3 of those. I think maybe, no, 4 of those, and then 1 of these. Okay, so let me go make that. At long last, after a lot of zapping of blocks with lasers, I think we got everything we need to start making these different pedestals and different devices. I do think I need a little bit more of that, and off we go to create some magic. Let's check on these guys. I'm guessing 79%. 79. Oh, 80. Okay, okay. 1% off. Beautiful, beautiful. Another 2 days and we'll have that done. All right, so let's start making this stuff. So one of the things we need to make is we need to make the batteries. We need to make these coil guys. I think these are, we need a couple of these things, I'm pretty sure. So let's make a nice big stack of those. And then, hold on, let's see, where is this guy? Okay, here he is. And we'll make a big old stack of those guys. Perfect, okay, we're well underway. And then let's make a bunch of those. And then we'll jump on over here. And what else do we need to make? We need to make batteries. What do I still need? I need this guy. So I believe I can make one of those. How many can I make of these? Oh, I need more of the redstone stuff. So this stuff's fairly simple. It's just totally a bits of redstone and then zap it with a laser. And then you got the little crystals. There we go. So we'll shoot on over here. We'll throw that down. And yeah, I think we're making some decent progress on this. So we'll continue along our same pathway in our progression of creating these little pedestals. So I think we should be good. So let's make another stack. Wait, was it that what we were making? I can't remember now. I can't remember. No, we made this. Oh, wait, no, that's it. I think we're good now, right? We need 1 empower and 1 display stand. I think that's it. Wait, yeah, we did it. Oh, perfect, wonderful. So let's see what we got here. Now we need to take this guy and we need to place him in the center. Beautiful. And then by a spacing of 2, we need to put these display stands across here, and then we'll need to power them according to the book. I've been reading, I've been trying, I've been totally trying to make sure I get this right. So I think that is correct. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take those batteries that I'm charging over there, I'm gonna place them on here, power this thing all up, and choose one of the blocks that has the lightning effect. So that's gonna be really cool. Man, I can't believe this. We did a modded thing, like a complicated modded thing. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, this came out really well. So yeah, let me power those up and get going. I should have all the necessary materials to create this block right there. Now, I've made all the void crystals into a solid block, and I should be able to place that right there. There we go. Place that over here, and then a little bit of ink on that, and then we need flint and charcoal as the last ingredients. Place that down. Oh my gosh, look at it go. Oh, this is amazing. Whoa, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I hope this is working. I'm not getting a lot of action here. I think it's working. It's definitely doing something. And you know, I can tell you that. We're definitely getting some action here, but I feel like it probably should be, you know, boo, success. But I'm not getting success here. I don't know what to do. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Haha, perfect. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Oh, this is the best lightning block ever. Wait, didn't I? Oh no, I only put down one block. I thought I put down the entire stack. Okay, so what I'm guessing is we need probably 2 to 3 of these. I'm also considering maybe making a couple of these just to have a little bit of variation within the lightning. So maybe the darker ones are closer to the center, the lighter ones are a little further out, things like that. So I was looking at this one maybe. So these are with these little little crystal guys. So yeah, let me make some more of these guys and then consider if we want to do any of those other blocks. Welcome back, and there appears to be a glitch with one of the blocks. The void crystal one, our favorite one, it's just going from white to black. And as you guys can see in the inventory, it is the purple version of it. So I'm not 100% sure what to do about that. We just went through a ton of work to get this thing and a lot of research. So this one is working on that side. So I don't know, it might be an Optifine issue. It might be something that I just need to log out and re-log in and it'll be fine. That's what I'm hoping for. So we're just gonna break that down and hope for the best on that one. So let's head over to the crafting bench. And the next thing we need to create is the copper coil. So that is the kind of central column that holds up the device that we're going to create. And this is not super difficult. I've made some copper wire here. There we go. So grab that down and we can shoot in here and make a nice old big stack. Wait, only 5? I'm like, we're gonna get a nice old big stack of that. I mean, that's probably fine, but I'd like to have a little spare just in case. This block up here, this is the one that I want to have the actual kind of coil, a little circular thing that goes around made out of. And of course, like we said, we need to create these crystals, and they're still down here. They're still trying to grow. I don't know what to do. They're at about 84% at this point, and we might see if there's some other alternatives or if there is a way of speeding up the process. There are some growth crystals, things along those lines. Don't know how to make them. That's okay. We can always figure it out. So I'm going to work on that. So now that we got the coil, we're almost there. We almost got all the materials to start building today. Just need to figure out the one in the water here. Fire on the crystals in hopes that they will grow a little faster. So I don't think it's actually working. So in the meantime, let's go work on something else. Now, one of the materials that the central area of our storage area is going to be made of is scaffolding block. Now, I made this, but I wasn't sure how I actually made it. So that's the thing. So let's grab these things out of here. I'm not sure if these are necessary, but what we're going to do is this is going to be our flooring material because it's going to be kind of a series of catwalks, if you will. So I love this block. Like, I just love the design of it, how it has the open sections. It has the wood on the top, and I think that's a really cool block. So the key is with this is trying to figure out how to make it. And I'm not 100% sure because I think you can maybe put it in the chisel eventually. I think we need to start with like the basic steel. So I think we can do that, or maybe we convert it. I don't know. I just did something. I just did something. So maybe it's this steel scaffolding and then it's like made into this version, then made into that. Maybe, maybe. Let's see. Let's try that again. Oh yes. Yeah. Look, we can do it again. But yeah. Okay. So we got to make this one. So this design here, and then it goes to this version and that version. I mean, that's not overly complicated at all. Did I grab the steel? Yeah, I got steel. So let's try that together here and see if this actually works. So let's make a couple extra rods here. There we go. Grab those. And then let's go over here and check that. Okay, yeah, it's just 3 and 3. Perfect. All right, we'll make a whole bunch of those. Okay. And do I just put them in here? Yeah. And let's put them in there again. Okay. See, I really should watch tutorials. I just love sometimes the discovery of things. I know maybe that's not what everybody likes, but sometimes it's fun just to randomly discover weird things. Okay, so that's the recipe. It would be more simple if it was like make steel and then put a piece of treated wood on top of it and then put it in the crafting bench and then you got it. But that's okay. I'm happy I got it, and I suspect you haven't grown an inch. Not even an inch. So let's head over to the base and start laying out the scaffolding's catwalks. All right, we're in the center of the basement, and what I'm trying to do is find the exact center block. So I think this is the center. So I'm gonna place down one here, and then I'm gonna swoop on over. I'm gonna put a coil block on top of that. Beautiful. Okay, so now we just need to kind of spread this out. And like I said, I really like this block. I think it's pretty cool. And it works great as kind of like a catwalk system. And that's kind of the way it's gonna be because this is gonna be a multi-level structure. So we'll have, you know, the mega chest down at the bottom, or colossal chest rather. And then, wait, Oh, that's right. You can climb on the sides of this because technically it is scaffolding. It's just we're using it more for a decorational block. Oh, I love it. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. So I guess what we're going to try to do is have these pieces. Oh, this is so weird climbing on the side of this block. Anyway, okay, how easy is this to break? Oh, wow, this is not easy to break. Being scaffolding, I almost thought you could like break it down really, really fast. So we'll have these guys run all the way across here. There we go. And then I'm going to leave 2 blocks spacing right here because on this wall all the way across there, I kind of envision having storage drawers. So a whole network of storage drawers all along the sides there. And then of course we had the same design all the way across. So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. So let me lay this down a little bit and eventually we need to start excavating everything below this. But once we get that Tesla coil, it's going to be amazing. Let's get busy. So we'll start with the copper coil going straight up. Now, once we start excavating the land underneath, we might want to expand this, but we're first going to focus on the top portion by building up the coil here. So we had the copper started out, and let's just say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So it's about 5 blocks. Now, I don't want to go too high because we are going to start kind of getting pretty close to the top of the ceiling. And of course, if we break, I think maybe this block right there, we might see air. So I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to go about 1 more block up from here. And then we're going to start the chiseling and the bitten. There we go. All right, perfect. So next thing we need to do is we need to swoop on over here. And we want to make this round. So let's start working with that. So that's a pretty big chunk on either end, I think would be pretty good. So we bring this guy all the way down on either side, and then we can start kind of doing a smaller refined chisel on these sections. So we might switch over to this one right here and maybe cut it out like that. But first we need to focus on this portion right here, just giving it a little bit of a round look. So I think that'll look really cool. There we go. So yeah, I think I'm just going to continue to work on this guy here and start kind of rounding off all the little corners. And of course, we're going to do the same with the quartz fiber block. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this in a little square around here and then just chisel it around, just, you know, making it a little bit of round and things along those lines. So I think it'll look really nice. So let me work on this, my friends. What do you think? All rounded up and looking super fancy. So our next phase here is to get out our quartz fiber coil block. I'm a little bit worried about using it because I don't want to mess it up and have to make more of this because it truly did take a day to get those crystals grown. Now there is some growth things I guess I could have figured out how to make, but I wasn't quite sure. So I just threw them in the water and hope for the best. So along the way, I completely forgot about these little papers. These save so much time because I wanted to expand it by 1 more block upwards. And I'm like, oh, now I'm gonna have to chisel off all the sides again. I was like, no, there's those little papers that copy and paste stuff. These things are so handy. Anyway. So we've got that done now. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this and let's just hop right on top of that. And I am going to space these out like so. There we go. Put that like there. And I'll swoop that one over there. And now we'll just fill in each one of these edges. And we have the exact right amount. And I might, let's just do this. Let's put that there for the heck of it. There we go. Jump on down. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know it looks a little goofy at this point, but believe me, once we get the white area all rounded off and add the electricity, this is going to be fantastic. So looking at this, right? So now I can kind of see what this looks like. I know it looks like the Thor hammer, but that's okay. What we could do over here is start kind of envisioning how this is going to go. So I did try to add stairs along here. Let's see if I have them in my inventory. I do, perfect. But it doesn't work because the wood section is not on the bottom, unfortunately. So that does not look very cool. It would have looked nice to just round off the edges like that. And I do not believe that we can chisel and bit these things. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we can't do that. So what I'm going to do then is I'm actually just going to cut this out. I was trying to vein mine it and nothing happened. Wow, good job, Scar. Maybe you should push the right key this time. There you go. Okay, so what I'm thinking about is what we're going to do is we're going to take these down probably about 5 to 6 blocks, give or take that. And I'll run that up like that. And I think that's going to be the general design. And then down here, like I said, this is where some of the colossal chests will go because we're going to use colossal chests, part of our storage array system. So yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. Very similar to what we did in Foolcraft 1, how we attached the colossal chest to the interface. We're going to do that again. It's a little bit cheaper. It's a little bit easier. And I think it looks kind of cool having these giant chests down there. Okay. it's time now to round off this thing. So let's scaffold up there. It's going to be a bit tricky once we hop up here. Okay, and away we go. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start taking off these ends, right? So if I take off these ends, there we go, swoop on over here. And it's kind of cool. I like these little elements here, like the little darker gray sections. The reason I chose this, of course, is because of the little coil lines to it. I think that looks really nice and helps kind of give the feeling that we're trying to achieve. So in this interior, what we could do, we can go like this, but I don't want to do too much, right? I don't want to do too much. So I'm kind of thinking about going, I'm trying to undo this. There we go. We could just start really basic with some small guys like this. There we go, which I think in the end will actually result in us having to do exactly what we'd done previous. Yeah, that's not going to look good at all. So we'll just backtrack all of that. There we go. And in the end, we're going to have to take out the big chunks. Big chunks it is. There we go. All right, is that the way we do it? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let's see. Let's knock these pieces out. One more section. Beautiful. Okay. No. No. I just accidentally chisel and bitted the entire thing down. Never use copper coil block as your scaffolding block and then chisel and bit it down because it's gonna knock your pillar down. No, like I was almost done. I just spent 20 minutes rounding off all of the corners. Look at the corner. Oh, well, now I'm sucking it all in. All right, I want to show you guys. Look at that corner. Okay, I'm gonna. All right, here we go. You're gonna be able to see it this time. Look at that. Look at that corner action right there. Oh, everything. It's all gone. I mean, maybe I can piece it back together. Oh, what a tragedy. Oh, man. I thought I was over these terrible, terrible vein miner accidents, but apparently not. Apparently not. I am just the biggest noob in the world. Oh my, that thing looks really nice at the end of this hallway. Now, I'm also kind of happy that I did vein mine the thing down because I just kind of rebuilt the blocks, chiseled them back down, and then just rebuilt it. And I like this way better than the previous version. Now, what's different about this one is that I didn't round off these little corners here, and I'm kind of considering not doing that. I just think it looks better this way. You don't sometimes need to overcomplicate things with so many extra little details. Kind of just takes away from it sometimes. That's what I'm trying to like avoid because I think it could be cool, but I'm still not 100% sure. I may go back to it, but who knows? One thing I'm going to do for sure is I'm going to need to do something to connect this outer rim to the main column. So I'm going to try to take this block here and I'm going to run this across here like that. So it kind of hooks in to these pieces right here. So we kind of make use of them in a way. And I think it just kind of makes it so it just kind of fits. I mean, it's got to have something to hold it together. There we go. And there we go. Put that one, the last one over here. And then we'll take a look and see what this looks like from the ground. Good job there, Scar. Oh, no, it was correct. It just lagged out. Dang it. Okay, here we go. Bam. Okay, sweet. And then be very careful. Very careful. No vein mining. No vein mining. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, we should do some on the bottom then. I mean, it looks cool from the top, but some on the bottom I think would look nice. So I guess that's the question I have for you guys. Should I round off the edges? So choice A is round, choice B is not to round, I guess. What would you think? I mean, let's just shoot up here and just kind of do a quick test because I think that would be a better way of demonstrating it. So we'll grab out our little tool, and I guess what we could do, that's too big. So I guess what we could do is just kind of round off these little sides like this. I mean, it's an option. I mean, even if what we do here looks terrible, we can always revert back to it. And then we'll shoot off that little side over there. Beautiful. And we'll jump down. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a little, oh gosh, okay, everything's fine. I mean, you would have to do a lot more to make it even noticeable, of course. I don't know. What do you guys think? Choice A, choice B, yes, no, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to work on these little support structures, and I might just do it, but I might not. We'll see what it goes in the end. But yeah, let me work on this a little more, and I'll be right back. I'll admit it. I'm weak for the details. I went all around it, chiseled off all the edges, and I think it's looking pretty cool. I'm glad I did it in the end. I think it really made a difference. There is definitely some harder edges that I do want to smooth, but I think it's looking nice. Now, as for the top, it needs something. Haven't come up with what it needs, but it definitely needs some kind of thing at that very top portion. If you know, let me know in the comments, and let's get to the electricity. So let's cross our fingers, hope this block is fixed. Please be. Oh, it's black and white again. What in the world is going on with that block? Okay, let's put this one down. See, that one works. And that one looks super awesome. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to go with this for the whole thing, where I was hoping to use this as more of a highlight, whereas that one went to much darker shadow tones, whereas this one's a little bit more of a highlight. Actually, I think there's a few little chisels that need to get adjusted on this. See, there's like 2 pieces of chisel there, and there's only 1 on that side. So yeah, there's a little bit of work I still need to do on that, but I don't know what to do about that. That is so frustrating. Let's put down another one. And another one. Dang it. Oh well. All right, let's work with this one. Let's break this one down. Bam. There we go. Looking super fancy. And then we'll grab out just a little. Oh, hold on. I did bring a bit of glass because I want to put this around the edges. It'll just give it a little bit of aura around it. I think it's going to look really nice. We'll throw that in there. Beautiful. And take our scaffolding and away we go. Hey, technically we could use this as our scaffolding. Wow, we can get super fancy. Yeah, there we go. Okay, because this one we can climb on the outside. Hey, it's modded. Let's do it. Let's get crazy. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to take the little tiny piece and we're just going to start pulling these guys outwards to make electricity in all sorts of crazy directions. Oh, this is just going to be so cool. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. Now, I posted a picture on Twitter of kind of like an idea, and it was mainly made of glass, and I didn't know about this yet. So this is the first time I've been able to take a look at this, and there's the wonderful Etho. Hello, Etho. Oh my gosh, this is just absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh. I just wish it was that really dark one that really had that great look to it. But that's okay. That's okay. Totally cool. We're gonna run this guy all the way to the top. Beautiful. All right, let's scaffold down. Let's see if this thing works. Well, not really that great. Yes. Oh gosh, I cannot wait for this to have the little electricity lines going all the way around it. I definitely want them to be quite a bit bigger. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna work on this a little bit, and I'll be right back. The electricity is finally flowing through these chiseling bits, and look at how cool that is. Now, of course, it's not the block that we really wanted that would have had the deeper color, but it definitely still has that cool look, like it really is electricity zapping away out of there. And this is really fun. Really time consuming, takes a long time to get all the little blocks and all the little positions, but it's really fun. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this and see how it's coming out. So we got to swoop it all the way around the back now. And like I said, I'm still trying to think of what we should do for the top of the block. As for the bottom, what I think this is going to do is this little column is going to go all the way down into the basement area of the basement. Wait, where's the bottom part? I think we excavated. Oh yeah, here we go. So that'll come all the way down into here once we've kind of cleared this all out of here. And then there is where we're going to put, you know, some of the transformers and stuff along those lines in that area. But yeah, now I can't get out of here. No, this is a problem. Here, I can scaffold out with my actual scaffolding block, which is actually kind of a disappointment. But anyway, this thing is, man, this is fun. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you guys like it. So let's finish this. And the Tesla coil is now complete. And of course, I definitely need your guys' suggestions on what we should do for that top portion of it. But other than that, I'm very pleased with this. And, you know, I may be making a few modifications here or there, maybe add a couple extra little, you know, lightning bolts out the sides, things along those lines. But for the most part, I think this is a really good design. And I love how it just changes like that. It's so much better than just doing a pure static block, but having this dynamic nature to it just adds a lot to the design. So next episode down below here, that's where we add more of the infrastructure. That's where we're going to add the transformers and different things along those lines down below. And yeah, that was really fun, and it gets me excited about chiseling bits for future builds around the server. And I always get a little reluctant to use chiseling bits because I know the time that it requires, but I love it anyway, and I can't get enough of it. So yeah, absolutely loving that. I hope you guys like that. And yeah, man, that was really fun. But until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life.